Martino, and the beautiful Kartika. Please, Kartika, please come. Please give them a big round of applause. And they're going to give us a big bow. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! There you go. Gerard Moore, the District Director and Advance Party of the Honorable Congressman Danny K. Davis is with us. I believe he's parking and he should be up any time in another 5-10 minutes. So we'll get the program starting. I would like to introduce our MCs tonight, Urvashi Verma, who you all know, who's a ravishing journalist, real estate investor, entrepreneur, and she's also the Special Event Chair of American Multi-Ethnic Coalition. At this time, I'd like to invite all our AMEC leaders who are here. So give them a big round of applause. We also have Shri Gursami, who's always ready to party anytime, anywhere. Our Secretary General, give it up for AMEC Secretary General. We also have Anika Dubey, our Executive Director, the lady in silver with all smiles. But they say all that glitters is not gold. So should we apply that to the silver? Then we have Gerard, please come, sir. Gerard Moore, please give a big round of applause. Because Gerard, you're the man of the moment, so you get the prized position to stand near the charming First Lady of METEF. And then also we have with us Dr. Zenobia Sobel, who's been the AMEC Women's Chair, Mr. Chenna Kesavalu, who's our AMEC Commissioner at the registration, and Neelam Sabu, who coordinated this event. She's right here too. And Mr. Jerome Adistham, please come. He's the METF Treasurer, a very important man tonight. So give him a big round of applause. He's come all the way from Sugar Grove. And Ms. Hina Tirvedi, the Lion Hina Tirvedi, who is also an AMEC Commissioner. And Mr. Girish Kapoor, who holds many hats. Apart from being the Vice Chair of METF, he's also the Secretary General of the India Expo at 75, which is going to be held in Naperville on July 28th, 29th, and 30th, 31st, 4 days. Now, I also have Acharya Rohit Joshi, who is a METF Council member and AMEC Commissioner, and he would say a quick invocation, and we'll start out the events. And we also have Ms. Vinita Gulbani. Please come. She's a METF Council member and a very active AMEC officer. Acharya, would like to say a few.
Hello, everybody. We are so excited to come here and to be welcomed by the AMEC and METF group, because this is a and to get the success, I will start the praying. Omano vadraha krataho janto vishvato dabdaso aparita sa udvidaha devanam vadrasu matirrajuyatam devana ayuhu pratirandu jivase Om sahna bhavatu sahna bhunaktu sahviryam karvavahe Tejasvina vadita vastu ma vidvishvavahe Om shanti shanti shanti.
I have great pleasure in introducing our Under Secretary General, Ms. Sita Bala. Please come and join us. Please give a big round of applause. She works for the Federal Department of Labor. And now I'll request Dr. Zenobia Sobel to lead us with a prayer.
Dear God, we thank you for this evening. Thank you for bringing us all here safely. We pray for those who are on their way. And Father, we just ask you to bless us tonight as we go about to honor those who have been so impactful in their communities and in the world. And so we just ask your blessing upon this evening, upon our founder and leader, Dr. V.J. Prabhakar, his family, and for each awardee and each presenter that is here tonight and each guest. We just ask you that we glorify you in all that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Sobel. Thank you, Acharya, for the blessings. Now that we have God's blessings, we can start. And of course, this evening is a very intimate gathering because Club 44 had restrictions on the number of people to invite. So we kept it to bare minimum and got the vaccination cards and everything else. So we are having, and when Congressman comes, we want you all, the awardees and the presenters, to spend time with him so you can get to know him. And now we have Mr. Vijayendra Doma is also here, part of the AMEC Council and Commissioner. Please come and join. Please give a big round of applause for Mr. Vijayendra Doma. And we have a very special guest who's also part of the METF Vice Chairman, but he's the National Chairman of the Indian American Business Coalition, none other than Neil Coate, the man, the stylish man of the year, the man of the year 2021. Please welcome Neil Coate. He's going to say greetings and give us the call to action tonight.
All right. Thank you, Dr. VJ. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. I know we start late, but that's Indian Standard Time. So don't take us anything seriously. This is how we start our events. But this year is a great year with our Oscar Gala happening very soon. Then the Women's Awardees after that. And India at 75 Amrit Mahotsav. So all this, and then American Black History Month is in progress. So I guess we have got everything together, a power-packed month and a quarter. And Dr. Vijay is going to leave no stone unturned to make sure you're entertained and awarded and recognized the right way. So give a big round of applause to Vijay and his team that makes this thing possible.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for having me. I feel so honored to be in a room with people who are so accomplished and doing great work in their community. It makes me so happy to be able to spend time with all of you and get to know all of you. If I haven't spoken to you yet, please don't let me leave without getting to know me and letting me get to know you. I was asked to say a few words about diversity and inclusion, so I will do my best. I'm a Mexican American. I'm a fifth-generation Texan at heart, but I moved here. Thank you. But I moved here to Chicago in 2018, and this has really been an amazing place for me to grow as a woman. And I've loved this city so much. One of the things that I was able to accomplish over the last 2 years was making sure that I put my heart and soul into the community that loves me so much. So I donated almost $7,000 using social media to 40 locally owned restaurants. Thank you. And although COVID is starting to relax, we still want to support those local businesses and make sure as many people as possible can visit them. So now I, with the help of a camera crew, go around and I interview those people and make sure that their stories are known to the communities that they serve. And I'm just so honored, and I hope that I can make all of you proud at Miss Illinois USA. That's happening in May. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Please be on stage. We also have the Vice President of the American Multi-Ethnic Coalition, a very powerful Chinese-American community leader. And Gerard Moore, our District Director, said we must call him up on a special introduction. So please give it up. We don't have the Chinese dragon dance, but I'm sure Anika and Urvashi will request Ms. Anika and Urvashi to lead the one and only Chinese captain. Go and take him, bring him on the stage. Go to all. Bring him, Sam Ma. He's going to give greetings, and this is the Chinese New Year, February. So yes, yeah! And now, please go ahead.
Thank you. Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sam Ma. I coming from Chinatown community. I have a restaurant business in Chinatown Square. I have a business over there in Chinatown almost 30 years. That's why it means I'm older than right now. Thank you, Dr.
Now we'd like to have greetings from our Lieutenant Governor of American Multi-Ethnic Coalition, Mr. Manne Lingaya.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. We just wanted to have this pre-Oscar event, before we start our main event on February 19th. So we just wanted to make sure that we make sure all people we say what we are doing and what is the event about it, and we want to everyone let know that we welcome everyone, and we wanted to make that event a grand successful. And of course we are expecting more than 1,000 people, and please make sure that you join there, and it's going to be a grand mela with spectacular all the dances, cultural programs, and I'm pretty sure you are going to have fun over there.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Now we'll request Ms. Sri Gursami. She's, the daughter of a very famous actress from India, Raja Salochana, and she's a twin. She's actually, her mother is an icon, acted in over 100 Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi movies. And she's still keeping up, living the legacy of her mother. Please welcome Sri Gursami, and she's our Secretary General. She's going to give you a few words about AMEC in action.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay. It's wonderful to meet you all this evening. And I just wanted to share a little bit about AMEC, American Multi-Ethnic Coalition, and what we have done in the last year. You all know the pandemic has been really affecting all of us all over the world. And we had a share in contributing in a very small way. The AMEC leadership, under the guidance of our dynamic leader, was able to travel to Atlanta, to San Francisco, and was able to meet with a lot of people requesting President Biden to release the COVID vaccine to developing countries around the world. So that has been a huge accomplishment for us. We were also able to host a behavioral health summit in January with 40 behavioral health providers across Chicago area to talk about the challenges of the COVID pandemic and how to provide mental health services to our communities. We are always looking to protect and promote the multicultural communities all across the United States and have been instrumental in providing a lot of social, cultural, educational, political, and youth initiatives. And we have our flagship event coming up next Saturday in Naperville, the 11th Community Global Oscar Awards, where we recognize the achievements and accomplishments of individuals who have made an impact in their communities. We had an awards jury that has taken a look at all the applications that were received and has chosen the best of the best. And we hope you will join us next week with your friends and families to celebrate these individuals. 2022 is going to be another challenging year with a lot of events coming up. We will be having our Global Women Recognition Awards ceremony in the month of March. And we also will be doing the India Day 75 coming up in July. And we have many more events planned. So we ask you to be a partner with us and join us in all our celebrations. Together, we all will succeed together. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Gursami. And now we'll request Ms. Anika Dubey, the Executive Director of American Multi-Ethnic Coalition, to tell us all about the awards gala and what's happening there. Please come.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to announce about our Oscars Gala that we are having on Saturday, February 19th. And this is at Yellow Box, which is in Naperville. It's a high-tech auditorium where we are having this Oscars. And this is being, as one of my colleagues just said, that this has been organized to take care of all the community heroes across diverse ethnic communities who have impacted lives of people, who are change leaders, who are change makers and thought leaders. So we are doing this gala to recognize them. This is the 11th Congressional Community Oscars Gala, and this is hosted by Congressman Danny Davis under the leadership of Dr.VGP.
Just want to piggyback on what Anika said, that the program, what goes on February 19th, we want all the awardees, presenters, and the VIP guests to assemble by 4:45. We have a banquet for 400 people in a separate place in the Yellow Box. That will start sharp 5 to 6:30 p.m. And then we'll enter the main auditorium with the red carpet at 6:30 to 6:45 to 7:30. There's mesmerizing entertainment, and then the award ceremony starts. And between the two components of the award ceremony, there's this extravagant European fashion show with 15 European models by Casala. Now what I'm going to do is walk up to you. I'll request Miss Northern Illinois to join me, and we're going to each awardee who are there at the place and going to introduce them so you all can mingle till the Congressman comes. We'll go first to Mr. Barry.
Okay, well, so I know we've talked a little bit already. You're the gym guy.
Yes, I'm the gym guy. Yes, I'm the gym guy.
So if you could, I don't know, assign a gym of some sort to this event or to this award that we're giving you, what would it be and why?
Let's see. I would say garnet. I would say garnet because garnet, what a lot of people don't understand is garnet comes in so many different colors. And garnet is beautiful. It has a hardness of about 7 to 8. Garnet's been around for 3,000 years. So I think it really speaks to when you look at the metaphysical aspects of garnet, garnet is a gemstone that promotes healing. It promotes anything that you manifest. It's a stone of manifestation. So anything that you think about, that you really want, garnet can help you manifest. So I'm thinking about myself. I'm thinking about the people who are part of this event. I'm thinking about you. Once upon a time, you was a little girl and said, I want to be a beauty queen. And here you are today. So I think garnet would be a perfect gemstone to represent all the different colors, all the different ethnicities, the cultures that are going to be a part of this event. And Barry Mixon's going to be there. So that's going to be awesome as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Give it up for Miss Northern Illinois, Sierra Hasso and Barry Mixon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a living legend in the room. A global icon. None other than Commissioner Mildred Harris. Commissioner Mildred Harris has been the commissioner in a very coveted position of Chicago Housing Authority for the last 30 years, from Mayor Richard Daley's time, continued with Mayor Rahm Emanuel and with Mayor Lori Lightfoot, the only one who has survived all these administrations. Please give it up to Mrs. Mildred Harris. She is the founder of the God First Ministries. If you know that, that's one of the big ministries, and she's doing wonderful work in Chicago for several years. Her husband was Dr. Harris, a dentist who recently passed away. But Mildred Harris used to have the prayer breakfasts, where in which hotel it used to be, I forgot. I used to attend it in the 90s and 60s, but in McCormick Place, where you'll have 2,000 to 5,000 seniors. And every year after year, and the mayor, whoever used to come for that event. It was an event with all seniors across the country. Look forward to. And we have her here in person. I think I have to pinch myself or pinch her to make sure it's Mildred Harris. Commissioner, please give it up. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for being here. You don't know how much it means to us because you are a piece of history. You're a living legend. And now I'll hand it over to Miss Northern Illinois, Sierra Hasso. Did I get your name right here? Okay, here is you. It's all yours. Mildred Harris is all yours. Ma'am, you can sit down, please. We just appreciate. No, I don't understand.
Okay, so hard to follow that up, but obviously we've been told you're a living legend. You're an icon. You deserve all of your flowers. But who is your role model? Who do you look up to? That's what I want to know.
I look up to
God. And what is something that we can take away from today? Can you give us, you are so close to God, you have this connection and this ministry that you've done for so many years. What is a blessing that we can all take away from his ears to your mouth to our ears? How about that?
Well, first of all, I want you to do something with me. I want you to take your finger, everybody, your index finger. Hold your index finger up. I want you to take your index finger, point it to yourself. Say, I am blessed.
I am blessed.
Now take your index finger and point to somebody else and say, you are blessed. Yes. Now point it up and say, we are blessed.
We are blessed.
And let's say, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And clap your hands. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say, yes, the longest and oldest commissioner with the Chicago Housing Authority for 22 years. It's been a wonderful experience. But prior to that, I was a kindergarten teacher for 36 years. I'm telling my age. But I like to say that I love giving to people. And when I came into the room, may I say this to you, beautiful one, my friend who came with me, a spiritual daughter, Corinne, we sat all the way back in the corner where nobody could see us. I said, let's sit back here because I want to look at the city at night. You know, to see the lights and to see the high rises, because born and raised here, there were many things that we couldn't see. But now that things have so changed, I just feel so blessed. And I thank God for parents who educated me, who took the time to teach me and to just introduce me to such a beautiful lifestyle. So I'm so blessed to be here with all of you, because had it not been for you and the people ahead of us, we wouldn't be here tonight. But more importantly, I want to say that each of you has a gift. All of us are gifts. And so I want you to know who you are and what you have to give, because there are people who are watching each of you. When I look at you, and I think of what you are aiming to do, I bless you. And I pray that God will use you, because you're so beautiful inside and out. And as we look at each other and are able to see the beauty that we see in each other, I mean, you're such awesome creatures of God. And I'm just so excited just to be here. I don't know what else to say except I'm just so happy. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me come here to be with all of these beautiful people tonight. The tables are beautiful. Excuse me, let me stand up. The tables are beautiful. The centerpieces are beautiful. The food was so good. When I sat back there, so many of you went back there to come and introduce yourselves to me. Even the storyteller, even BJ, you were out there. And the wife, you were out here. All of you came back there and said, my God, what kind of people are these? Well, I know that you're special. You did? Well, I just want to say you did an awesome job. Thank you, thank you. I just got to go back and tell everybody about this beautiful and wonderful event that you planned for all of us. Awesome gifts that you have. Keep it up. You're healing people. You're delivering people. You are motivating people. You're inspiring people. You're helping. So when we walk out of here, I don't know about you, but I'm just floating on number 44 floor. We're on the 4th floor, 44th floor. I'm going to the 44th floor, back to South Shore. That's where I come from. Thank you so very much. And I look forward to being with all of you next Saturday. Yes, Mr. Next Saturday at the Yellow Box. Where are we going to be meeting? What date?
February 19th.
What time?
6:45.
Okay, see you there. We're going to be dressed up in our finery. Thank you, Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from the global icon, the living legend, Commissioner Mildred Harris, the Lifetime Achievement Awardee of 2021 at our 11th Global Community Oscars. Ma'am, we bow to you one more time. Thank you for your blessings. We also have here Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller. We are saving her when the Congressman arrives, and her lovely husband David is here. David, say hi. You left the seats next to all the men are willing to sit by her side. So you better when I come back. They're waiting their turn. And we'll hand it over to Miss Northern Illinois to ask you a few questions.
All right, well, we all have to know, where did you get the jacket?
That I can't say.
Okay.
I keep those a secret.
Okay. So, of course. So tonight, what does being here tonight mean to you, and why is it so important that you attend events like this?
Well, thank you so much, and you are so poised and beautiful, and just I think you should go into journalism and be a newscaster. But I really so appreciate being at this event, not only for the connections that I could make and will make in the future, but it just shows how diversity is something that we live as an experience. I always say, you can't just talk about diversity, you have to be about diversity. And this is how rooms like this make sure that we all understand different cultures, different experiences, different religions. And this is what also makes Chicago community, Cook County, a unique community. Events as this, and we see a Miss Northern Illinois. You said you have Hispanic and Mexican roots, and we're in a room of Indo-Americans and Indonesian and Middle Eastern, everyone who's here, Chinese businessman, so African Americans. So this is what it takes to make communities prosper. This is what it takes to make communities thrive. This is what it takes to make communities understand each other so we can all grow together. I appreciate the diversity that we have in experiences as well. I'm right now working on, someone mentioned earlier, I was glad to hear about mental health. I'm focused right now on expanding mental health services throughout Cook County. I have a proposal up with the county to get a behavioral health center in my district, which is in the south suburbs, because we don't have one. And so we all know the impact and the toll that COVID has taken, that was mentioned earlier, on everyone, our young people, our elder people, our younger people as well. And I want to make sure that I'm able to expand those services throughout all of Cook County.
Give it up for Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller and her lovely husband, David. Thank you so much, Donna, for joining us. She's going to be with us on February 19th. She's also going to be with us at the Women's Gala. Thank you, Miss Northern Illinois. Like she said, you're doing a wonderful job. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention to this table. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have your attention. We're now presenting the Organization of the Year. This is the most coveted award. And every year we select one organization, could be of any ethnicity, who has done the most work for the community. And this year it goes to Seva International USA. And we have Ms. Dipti Desai, the Chicago chapter chairperson, and a wonderful husband. They always say there's a woman behind a man's success, but here there's a man behind the woman's success. And Dipti Desai, they raised $32 million last year for COVID supplies in India. Please give it up to Dipti Desai, the Seva International Organization. They will all be there on stage. That's the last grand finale award. And we're so happy that she could join us today and seeing very glittering and shimmering. I haven't seen Dipti, a worker like that tonight. I'm so happy that you all are here. And over to Miss Northern Illinois. It's all yours.
Thank you very much. Okay, so as you mentioned, $32 million for COVID supplies to send to India. Tell us, how did you do that? What was, how did it reach your heart? You know what I mean? I want to know exactly why you felt that was so important to you personally to make sure that this organization was reaching out to those communities across the sea.
So it started off very small. We never realized that we would grow this fast. When second wave of COVID hit India, we just started a very small fundraising on Facebook, just for $100,000. That was our goal. And we were just so overwhelmed with all the support that we got and all the donations that were coming in. Slowly, not only, mom and pop and everybody were donating, but we had large foundations starting to donate, like Oracle, Google, Twitter. So we felt the impact. We really felt very grateful to all of them. It wasn't just for India. Obviously, as it expanded, COVID moved on to other countries. We also assisted Bangladesh, Iran, Pakistan, and all the other countries. So where our intention was starting small, it really grew. And it felt very overwhelming that, the way we were able to help people, especially in the rural areas of India. So very, very satisfactory experience, and hoping that we can continue supporting, whoever is in need.
Amazing. Yeah, one more round of applause, because $32 million, that's insane. From one single small idea came this huge, incredible accomplishment, and obviously to be awarded in front of all these people as well. And so many more coming on Saturday. So,
can I just say one thing? I would like to thank Dr. Prabhakar for nominating Seva. It wouldn't have been without your support that we got here today. So thank you so much.
Give it up for the Organization of the Year, who has done outstanding work. I'm told that no NGO has collected so much money in a single year for COVID relief. Please give it up to Seva International USA. So our next awardee is the Community Leadership Award, and that goes to Ms. Vinita Gulbani, and she is the president of the Indian American Cultural Association. Please sit down. And she is also in several associations, but she is a lady. She runs a salon, a stylist, a beauty parlor, and she's, by the way, just became a grandma. Well, she doesn't look like one, right? Looking all the way. So there you go. You still look pretty as you are. And Vinita Gulbani, if you did not know her, every weekend she collects her members, a community organization, goes for the blind school children, the deaf children, the autism children, and does silent work. She doesn't believe in publicizing what her work does. And she has been doing this for how many years? 7, 8 years. And she comes from a Sindhi family. Her son-in-law and daughter are doctors. Her husband is a great investor. But she has a heart of gold, and she reaches out. She has a special passion for behavioral health and mental health. And without any ado, I'll hand it back to Miss Northern Illinois to do the honors.
Thank you very much. Okay. You work with some communities of the blind and deaf, is that what he said? Why is that important to you, and how do you make sure that they're represented and they're getting the services that they need?
So here I will have to reveal one reality of my life, that I grew up with a sibling who is of a special need. So growing up with them, I really know the pain behind it that goes around in the family or to the child, and what they want and how they feel when we can give them a smile. I never thought I will be doing this way, but when I'm here and I miss my sibling back home, this idea came to me since I started noticing myself working for them every now and then, wherever I see them, giving them some smile. I just wanted to do something that could make them really happy, that there is somebody more they can trust. So it just started as a small thing, but then now we have over 170 volunteers working and going wherever we feel there is a need for seniors, juniors, and wherever I see that small, the parents who are not able to take care of their kids all the time, we give them once a week time for 2-3 hours, come and leave them with us. We will take care of them, you do what you want to do. So it makes me feel good because I know how it feels and what it means. I feel, let's taste the sweetness of life of today. Tomorrow is never promised. So forget about all bitter things and keep going, bringing smiles, giving smiles, and keeping smiling. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing that about your family and all you do. We do appreciate you.
And now we have with us another phenomenal story. This lady was an entrepreneur. She was selling saris and things from her basement, then moved on to a godown with extra large swimwear. And then when COVID pandemic hit, she moved into action and she became the fastest emerging growing entrepreneur woman. Sheetal Daftari, the CEO of her company, which she grossed up from a revenue of less than $1 million to $6 million in 1 year by sheer of hard work. And she was become a leader in providing COVID vaccine test kits and COVID PPE. Miss Sheetal Daftari, please give it up. She's the Businesswoman of the Year. And she's from Naperville, and I'll now request Miss Northern Illinois, Ciara Hasu, to do the honors.
Started in this other industry, and then you pivoted, and now you were doing test kits and everything related to COVID. How did you figure out how to source such a different product, and then how were you able to scale up so quickly to help all of us?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Prabhakar, for having me here, and thank you, all of you, for organizing this awesome event and for honoring all the people who have made a difference in our community. My name is Sheetal Daftari, and I would like to add that 2021 we crossed 35 million in revenue from the 6.5 million in 2020. So yes, we have been growing, and I was awarded the top 50 fastest growing women-owned businesses in the US last year by the Women Presidents Organization and JP Morgan Chase Bank. And I was awarded the Enterprising Woman of the Year award as well last year. And to go back to your question, how did I source the products? I source the products from many countries. So all the 10 years that I put in my original business, everything helped me because I had a lot of connections with suppliers in different countries. So all that we had worked for over the last 10 years, when the COVID hit, we were prepared, and we had a bunch of suppliers that we could count on to supply us the products.
And
Congratulations. And oh my gosh, who expected all of those extra accolades to be... A round of applause, guys, one more time. She got just so many awards.
Well, our next awardee here is none other than the Woman of the Year. She's an African-American woman who has been in the forefront in Chicago for the last 20, 30 odd years. She's the chairman of the Bethel Mennonite Community Church. She's also on the national board of Dr. in San Diego, Dr. Morris Cerullo, and she's also been a very big on women empowerment. She's a most sought after dentist practicing on Michigan on the Gold Coast, and she creates smiles on the Magnificent Smile, and she is the dentist to all top congressmen, super pro, Bulls players, and a whole, name it, any celebrity, and it's Dr. Zenobia Sowell.
So, women's empowerment. Why is that important to everyone in this room, not only the women here today?
I think for a very long time, sometimes women didn't know that they had a voice. And when they feel empowered, then to give that voice, then the world benefits. I know I found my voice a little later in life. I had many things to say, but didn't quite know how to say it. But then with people around me who helped to empower me, I felt my voice, and I shared that with those who have benefited from that time, as well as me benefiting from just letting my voice be heard. So I'm very thankful for that.
Amazing. Amazing, everyone. Congratulations.
Before we bring you on to the star of the evening, the last awardee is here present in the house, Brazilian elegant Sina restaurant, Georgiana Pereira. She's all the way from Brazil. We fondly refer her as a mother superior. When I went to the bar to get my drink, she's warned me, VJ, you'll be caned if I'm not on TV with Miss Northern Illinois. So Ziardo Hasso, you're in demand. And she has been running an exclusive private restaurant near United Stadium, which is a very private restaurant where you can rent it out. The Kennedys have dined there. Michael Jordan has dined there. The Bulls stars have dined there. And we have a lot of our events there. And Gerard Moore is the one who discovered her for us for the last 7 years. So please welcome Georgiana Pereira. She is an accomplished IT engineer. She was on the top level served on several Forbes company, and then all of one day she decided she wanted to follow her passion of cooking, and today she's the top chef. I think the Fortune 400 named her one of the top 100 chefs in America. She's here in person just because of the chairman Martino Tangra. And so over to Miss Northern Illinois. She has a delicious spread. Her food is one of a kind, and she will never give you the recipe, even if Jerome stands upside down. Over to Miss Northern Illinois.
Okay, so not only are you a tech genius, but you're also a master chef. What is your favorite food? And what's your favorite food to make for other people? If you could make one thing that all of us could try for the very first time, what is that?
Well, I really don't have a favorite food. It depends how hungry I am and what my tummy is asking me to have. What makes me happy?
Yeah, which food would you want all of us to try?
I try to cook in a healthy way where the vegetarians, the vegans can always find something to eat. So the food feeds the soul. So if you eat the right thing, you are going to feel better, and you are going to be spiritually and physically better to yourself and other people. So that's the kind of food I like to cook.
Well, I think we all feel a lot better after eating your delicious food, and we want more.
Now, guys, as I told you, hold your breath. The star of tonight's evening, our next awardee we're going to introduce you, is a very special person. Romy Chopra's eye. He's the founder, director of MIMIT. He's one of the most accomplished interventional radiologists, and he's minimal invasive surgery, and he has got lots of accomplishments. He's here with us in person. Please welcome the outstanding physician of the year, 2021, Dr. Romi Chopra, Dr. Paramjit Chopra. All you young ladies, Anika, don't feel shy. You are the one who came and whispered in my ear. Urvashi, come on. Shri, come on. Hema, Sita, come on. Shri, these girls came and told me, when Romi is there, I don't want Miss Northern Illinois to get the full eye. 360 degrees, give us a small degree too. And so much, come. Urvashi, please come. And also Dr. Zenobia Sobel said, don't leave me out. It's Black History Month. Please come, Dr. Sobel. Come on. This is now Dr. Romi Chopra and his bevy of ladies, not nurses. And now to Miss Northern Illinois, who'll do the honors.
Okay, so we talked earlier, and something people might not know is that you're kind of Google famous. You like to take pictures of random things and post them on Google and get views. So tell us what's your favorite photo that you've had and which one has also gotten the most views.
So I'm a humanist at heart. So anything that touches the human experience, I'm there. So as a physician, number one, people talk about diversity, right? But blood is A, B, and O. There's no Hindu blood, Muslim blood, Christian blood, whatever. So I'm always looking for the human existence and what really inspires and enriches your soul. So I was just at, I was in Vegas actually, walking to a restaurant, and I just happened to see down, just look to my right, and I saw this remarkable view. I took a picture. I got 150,000 views on that. So I soon realized that humans feel before we think. And we have the body, of course, we have a mind where we think, and we have a spirit where we feel. And when you connect at that level, that's the real human impact. And so I enjoy being a physician, but this is just about impacting every human one person at a time. I hope I answered your question.
You did. Thank you for impacting all of our lives very positively tonight.
Romi, seriously, Romi, I would love to know from you, Dr. Chopra. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to help women, especially, we think women who are there's a lot of research out there, medical research. You can talk a little bit about what work you're doing to empower women.
Yes. So one of the first things is I do a lot with women health. I'm not going to name the person, but actually, serendipitously, I ran into one of my patients here from Women Health. I didn't even recognize her, but she recognized me in our organization. But I always say, there's a reason why we call the earth Mother Earth. Everything comes from the earth. No women, no life. Simple as that. And actually, there's a deep and profound reason why around the world, if ever, it's the human condition, we go through separations, whatever. The child, the human, always goes to the mother. We all come from our mothers, just as we come from the earth and we go back to the earth. So in that, now, it's again part of the human condition, that things that happen, but I treat one condition, which is called fibroids. And 80% of African American women, for example, have that. There's 70 to 80% of Indian women have that. Women don't like to talk about it. But the uterus is the core reason why we all exist. So, and one of the problems they have, it's a benign condition, but when they find out they have it, they're told to have a hysterectomy. It's like telling a man you're going to get castrated, we got a benign problem. Now one man will say yes. So I do a minimally invasive procedure. I spend a lot of time teaching this, talking about this. We go through the artery in the wrist, and I'm able to block that without any surgery, and then kind of work our way through that. And there are other things we do, but to me, that condition is very important. But it's my luck. Look at this. I'm surrounded with women. What can I say? Thank you so much. I was wishing Dr. Prabhakar could actually ask me whatever first, because I feel so humbled. They're lifetime legends. They are people with all kinds of accomplishments. And I'm just a doctor who just takes care of a few people, but thank you for having me there. Thank you. Thank you so much again.
I know of a lot of friends, women who are suffering actually, and as you said, there's no other alternative. Like, they say wait and then get the hysterectomy. So is there any way you can have some kind of session educating women? No, I really mean it, because I know hundreds of women who are silently suffering. So if there's anything that you can offer to help, that would be really wonderful.
I've done hundreds of webinars, hundreds of talks. I've actually spoken at the Indian Consulate. There's such a stigma around this. And so I like to kind of go out there and actually offer as much time, effort, energy, whatever you need to educate, because the more you educate, the more you empower women. And actually, I've had women who bled for 3.5 weeks out of the 4, and they are working. No, I mean in the cycle, right? Out of 4-week cycle, they're bleeding for 3 weeks. They're anemic. They're taking care of their husband. They're taking care of their 3 kids, and they're also working. And that is so stoic. And the procedure we do, there's always some variation, but there's no incision, there's no cutting. You go through the wrist, or you go through an artery, and most patients will be okay within the first month or so. And then it's a one and done. I've been doing this for 20 years. Condoleezza Rice got this.
Dr. Chopra, how would you explain a lady? What would be your definition? Describe a lady.
A lady. So when you say, to me, every human being is beautiful in the form that they are. So to me, a lady, a female, is in her best expression of who she is. To me, that's it. There's nothing about which, being a lady or being a gentleman is not about knowing which spoon to use. It's about understanding the feeling of the person across and making them feel the best they can feel.
Dr. Chopra, I would like to congratulate you for helping one of my close friends. She's in Naperville and she was suffering, you know about her, right? She was suffering from this for such a long time, and she was also told to go for hysterectomy. But then she came to you and you helped her without an incision. She was in the hospital, not even in the hospital, it's like an outpatient, and she's fine, up and running without getting anything removed from her body. So thank you so much and congratulations to you.
And I'd just like to add, if those of you who are not familiar with Mr. Chopra, please reach out to him. Personally, he's helped many of my friends sort of navigate through this stage in their lives. And he also has a very active LinkedIn page as well, where he always publishes a lot of different information about the different types of healthcare services that he provides. So,
thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Chopra. Amazing to hear about you. I'm a medical social worker, so I definitely can understand and relate to what you've been saying. I want to go ask a question on a lighter note. Dr. Prabhakar just told you that I come from a film background. My mom is an actress. My father is a film director. So I want to ask you, who's your favorite Indian movie actor and actress?
So I grew up in Bombay, in Pali Hills, so I was surrounded by all these folks. Meena Kumari was one. And I lived right by Dilip Kumar's house. So I've had the honor of sitting with Rishi Kapoor and Prem Chopra and all these guys. But their talent and what I realized, and I've hung out with a lot of them, Sanjay Dutt, Sunil Dutt, you name it. But the beauty with some of these guys is it is not easy. One, to be the best you can be for others, but everywhere they went, people wanted to touch them. I was like, I wouldn't ask for it for 1 second. So those two, were iconic. So.
Thank you. That was a wonderful answer for Sri. And I wish I have known you way more before to be successful and get some more tips from you, right? So my question to you is, I know we've been asking you all like how, when, how, where. I would like to know something personal, like tell me about your kids, your wife, and your childhood history, or something very touchy to you, right? About that, and also what will be your message for the youth? Please let us know. Thank you.
So, if you want to know about me, do you have all night or just joking? So, no, but for kids, I'm a physician. My 2 kids, my son and my daughter, God bless them, they're gorgeous, but they chose their own path. Anyone here actually decided when they'd be born? Or did you decide when your kids would be born? It is called reality. The Holy Spirit, Hukum, Tao, Brahman, whatever you want to call it. That's the deep spiritual. So I tell the young kids, find your inner self, be true to it, and be the best, because success is fulfilling your God-given potential. And that's all there is to it. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a wonderful message.
We have Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller here. She says, you've forgotten me. I have a question for Dr. Chopra. So I'll bring the mic to Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller.
Thank you so much. So, Dr. Chopra, one of the things that we've focused on a lot in Cook County as well as the state of Illinois is the maternal deaths that happen, especially in the African American community. I know we have the highest incidence of that. What can we do? So my congresswoman is Congresswoman Robin Kelly. She introduced the MAMA Act on the federal level. So how can we help advance that issue to make sure that physicians and healthcare providers are more aware of what they can do in that incidence, especially to decrease that high mortality rate for African American women related to mortality of maternal health?
And understanding what the real problem is. We know that the disparity that exists. We know that the problems that exist, but not everybody knows it. I go to Jackson Park Hospital. I've been to Roseland Hospital. I've been blessed that I go one day, I'm halfway around the world at some major university, and they asked me, why are you down there? I said, because one, they're all God's children. And number two is I need to educate all the other physicians as to what that problem is. And if you did a survey today, you will find out that a majority of the physicians in Chicagoland area are not aware of that. So I think if you just tackle that, none of the other major issues, get a marketing campaign, get social media out, get people aware of that issue, you'll be surprised how impactful that will be.
Now our next awardee is the couple of the year. A very special couple, an 80-year-old Nagendra Sripada, who's from IIT Madras, Chennai, and he's built his business. And more than that, his lovely wife, Geeta Sripada, who's here. Geeta served the Hindu Lamont temple for last 20 years as a receptionist. And Mr. Nagendra Sripada has been a trustee, active trustee of the Hindu temple in Lamont. And he has been, from the starting inception of the temple till today, he takes the election to the temple trustee board like the presidential election, Trump versus Biden, his campaigns, and he and his wife and 3 children, and the jury are pleased to announce them as the couple of the year 2021.
Okay, so what a wonderful love story between the two of you. I want to know, how has your love for each other and your love for your temple that you've been able to serve for all these years, how do those work together to make you stronger as a couple?
I just want to tell you one thing. I never knew her before her marriage. Okay. That is the starting point. And of course, now as doctor said, she's a very quiet lady. And she did have, there's no doctor can operate in Chicago area. So I ended up going to Mayo Clinic, the top-class surgeon, but she passed away after 3 days and came back, and we've been very strong together. That's all I can tell you about her.
Geeta, so as you said, you're a little shy, a little soft-spoken.
Right.
Can you tell me just one thing about your husband that you really love, or that just makes you happy all these years later and after all the things that you've been through together? Can you pick just one?
He's a good person. Yeah, he's a good person, and he talks a lot. So he talks. I don't talk, but he talks. So, yeah. As he said, we never met before. First time we saw, and then we got married. Our parents fixed the marriage. And then we got married, and I came here, this country.
Amazing. Well, parents do know best, as they say. So obviously they made a good match between the two of you. Continue to be good to Gita.
Up and down.
Of course, of course.
Go down, then come back up.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, I'm so happy for the two of you in your long, healthy, loving marriage and to many, many more years. Congratulations.
We have Congressman Danny K. Davis in the house. Please give him a big round of applause. Our one and only Congressman. And we're about to start the Samba dance.
And without any further ado, we are going to start our entertainment program this evening. Our amazing hosts, Ms. Martino and Kartikeya, have both arranged for a beautiful samba dance. Our samba dancer who will be performing today, her name is Tanya Daly, and she's also known as Rainha de Bateria, who in Portuguese means the samba drum queen. She's also a world champion in salsa, bachata, and cha-cha. She's a dance studio owner, and she's also lived in Chicago for the past 17 years. So without any further ado, let's please have Tanya Daly. You guys may be aware that Tanya actually performed in Rio de Janeiro most recently and is an award-winning artist, samba artist. So we'll look forward to seeing more from Tanya a little later. But at this time, I'd like to do something that I think it's very important for us to acknowledge our hosts this evening. So I'd like to request Mr. Martino and his beautiful wife, Ms. Kartikeya, to please take the stage. Thankar, to please take the stage.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your attendance. And since this is a curtain raiser also for next week event, maybe I have to read something here so I don't miss anything. Welcome to the curtain raiser of the 11th Global Community Oscars honoring of community and international heroes, hosted by American Multi-Ethnic Coalition and Multi-Ethnic Advisory Task Force of the Congressman Danny K. Davis, for all dignitaries, awardees, council members, and all attendees. The theme for tonight's party is Masquerade Party, so all of you can enjoy, have fun together, and boost our spirit for Oscar Gala next week. We want to acknowledge the leadership of our own catalyst and dynamic leader, Dr. VJ Prabhakar, Dr. Zenobia Sowell, Dr. Clarence Beals, and all executive leadership members, dance performance and volunteers that makes this event possible. All of you are the excellent team, and we are all big family. We are glad to meet the living legend, Honorable Congressman Danny K. Davis, one of the longest serving and most respected congressmen in the state of Illinois, with his big heart to serve the community at large. He has a commitment to prioritize, protect social security, work tirelessly for affordable prescription drug, fight for affordable housing for seniors, make Medicare better for all seniors, create jobs for seniors who want to work, and improve our quality of life. We also congratulate all well-respected global community Oscar Award recipients and presenters. We have so many people here, awardees, and to enjoy with us tonight. We also thanks to the Indonesian Consulate General for all the support. We also have Miss Ciara Jasso, Miss Northern Illinois, thank you. And we also have our DJ Armando, who will make this evening a memorable one. Last but not least, thanks to my wife for her lovely and solemn heart for preparing the event tonight. Right after this meet and greet, I think everyone already saw Miss Tanya Deli. We spotlight our showstopper Brazilian dance performance by Samba Queen Tanya Deli of the School of Dance and Fitness, who just performed at the Rio de Janeiro World Festival. She is also World Salsa Champion and Queen of Samba Chicago 2013. She is a well-known dance teacher for Mardi Gras, salsa and samba dance. She came all the way from New Orleans here. Delicious food is prepared by Miss Georgina Pereira of the Sina Elegant Brazilian Cuisine, with menu selection by Dr. Zenobia Sowell. Please enjoy this wonderful and remarkable night. God bless all of you. God bless America. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Chairman, for your remarks this evening and for putting together this beautiful event for all of us. Kartika ji, you've done an exceptional job in the event and hosting, and we are truly grateful for all that you have done for us this evening. Yes. And that's exactly what I was going to do. We'd like for you to share a little bit about what you went into it.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for all of you who's coming tonight, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you so much.
Next, we'd like to invite all of our awardees onto to come up here. We'd like to do something very special for the both of you. Actually, first, I'd like to request Congressman Danny Davis to please come to join us up here. Our guest of honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia and I have a little token of appreciation to the beautiful couple, Martino and Kirtika, wishing both of you all a happy Valentine's Day. Before that, Congressman whispered in my ear and he said, "We must see how you love each other. We want a Valentine's Day kiss now. Yes or no?" Between both of you all. Take your masks off, Kirtika. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. I think this trophy is worth it. Cynthia handpicked this one. Kartika, Cynthia handpicked this one for you for Valentine. She said you look like a dancing doll. And so she was searching for something special. And she got this platinum-coated dancing doll for you. But before you get that from Congressman's hand, we want to see that Indonesian love kiss. Vinita Gulbani is ringing of Bombay. But wait for Bombay, Romy. You are with all the Hollywood stars, but the Indonesian guys are going to tell you. Teacher, give it up. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Give a big round of applause to our host tonight, Martino and Kartika Thangra. We'll welcome the couple of the year, Nagendra and Geeta Sripada. Then Congressman Davis, Ms. Dr. Romi Chopra from Met is the Outstanding Physician of the Year. Your very own dentist, Dr. Zenobia Sowell, is the Woman of the Year. Neil Coates' son, Aryan Coate, is the Child Prodigy of the Year. He's 6 years, a very smart, intelligent. He's in your 7th Congressional District, Congressman. You'll be proud of him. I'm going to tout him to be the first Indian-American President of the United States in the White House. For even if I'm not alive, I'm sure that Kirtika will let me a message sent up there. Okay? And then we have Mr. Barry Mixon, who's the Teacher of the Year Congressman. Barry Mixon. And then we have your very own Lifetime Achievement Award, Commissioner Mildred Harris. And then we had Ms. Dipti Desai and Mr. Desai from the Seva International Organization USA, the Organization of the Year, who have collected $32 million and sent for COVID relief to India. We have Ms. Vinita Gulbani, who's the Community Activist of the Year, President of the Indian American Cultural Association, and Ms. Sheetal Daftari, the Businesswoman of the Year, who has done extraordinarily well last year, 2021.
So we'd like to ask the Congressman to share a few remarks with us this evening.
Thank you very much. I'm going to keep it kind of light, although I must confess that it's difficult to do for two reasons. One, we are celebrating this month what is known as African American History Month in the United States of America, or Black History Month, whatever designation one would give. But I can tell you it is so significant for us to be here, because when we come to an event like this, I first of all want to commend, thank, and congratulate our hosts, because they are the epitome of what America is, what America stands for, and what America can be. And then to be here with all of you from many different backgrounds, ways of life, occupations, and yet we're all one America. I often say to myself that I am as black as the Ace of Spades. But the good fortune that I've had to interact with so many outstanding people of so many different cultures. I just left the Jewish Consulate at the DuSable Museum of African American History, where we were celebrating and reinforcing the relationship that has existed in this country between African Americans and the Jewish community. Knowing that I was on my way to our multi-ethnic group who represented many countries and who had come from many places, and to come into contact with as I walk in, one of the most delightful ladies that the good Lord ever put on the face of the earth, Dr. Mildred Harris, who is the true essence. She's not Mother Teresa, she's Mother Mildred, she's Mother Harris, because she, and a lot of people really don't know of her significance, but in addition to being an eloquent clergywoman, a preacher of the gospel, she is the primary benefactor and protector of the low-income people in the city of Chicago who live in public housing. She is their bridge over troubled water. She is their link to having a decent place in which to live. And we're talking about thousands of them. Thousands of them. And so to have her here with us, to be able to acknowledge the work that she does and has done, gives me a great sense of pride. and to be here with my colleague, Cook County Commissioner Miller, and her wonderful husband, David, whose father was a dear friend of mine when he ran something called the Beacon Neighborhood House over on Ashland Boulevard. And David was a little boy running around doing what little boys do. But growing up to become an outstanding physician, and I don't know that you can do any better or any more than that. The last thing I will say is simply this. Our country and our world has had some difficult challenges for the last several years. We are on the verge of war right now. I represent an area in Chicago called Ukrainian Village, and Russia is on the verge of invading Ukraine. As a matter of fact, the president has told all Americans in that country to leave as quickly as they can because they don't know. But then I can think of other times when we have faced crisis. There have been tough situations, but we've survived them all. And we still stand tall, a free nation with doors open, saying to people from all over the world, come and be a part of this great nation. Give me your tired, your huddled masses, teeming to breathe free. Yes, we light our lamp and beckon to you, because this is us, the United States of America. God bless America. God bless us all. And thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Congressman Davis, for your remarks. And we just wanted to thank everybody who has joined us here this evening. Again, it's an honor to be amongst all of you. You are so highly accomplished, and we hope to see so much more from you. Thank you, everybody else who has attended this evening. And last but not least, this is just the beginning of the evenings.